Hello everybody, it's vanburman here, and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with my Arsenal career mode. Now, I should say that I'm now recording this retrospectively, even though I was going to do it live, or I did do it live, but inexplicably I forgot to record my microphone. So I now have to endure 16 and a half minutes of this absolute load of rubbish. So, if you want a spoiler, I would wait till the next episode. However, nevertheless, I'll try and get into the mindset of it just being a normal episode, but the thing is it didn't save last time, that's quite annoying. So, at this stage, if we get a win against Tottenham, we're pretty much looking like the league's going to be tied up at that point. So that's what I sort of went to aim for, and obviously Coquelin have been playing quite well, I think. I don't know, I'm all confused with the timelines now because obviously, I'm in forward a little bit. Yeah, Coquelin have been playing quite well, and I wanted to have a balanced team, so I thought the Ramsey Coquelin thing would be good. Many didn't have too many other options in sort of having, a defensive midfielder in there because Xhaka's out injured. So went for Coquelin there, and sort of thought we would do okay. I mean, I didn't see what any of the issues were with this, but yeah, I thought it would be nice. We've got the Ox, who's played quite well this season, and then Sanchez, obviously, probably the best player at the club, that we would at least create some chances. I think you probably see where this is going right about now. Probably my decision to... what did I do? I put Ramsey in a deep line playmaker role, which I sort of regret now. Probably should have left him on box to box. But I was not to know at this stage. Laurent Koscielny came back for this game as well. Can't remember if Bellerin was in there before or not, mainly because obviously I'm so far ahead now, but Bellerin does stay fit. Spoilers. More and more spoilers. I don't really know what to say at this stage. This game is probably... I mean, I know the Manchester City result was bad, but in terms of the gravity of this, the gravity situation, could basically almost tie up the league with a win, realistically. And it's obviously the North London derby as well. Tottenham don't have Harry Kane. He's out injured. And they haven't, actually, to be fair, he's going to quite a few times this season in my game. But, and obviously we're sort of pretty much full strength. I mean, I might not have the full plethora of players to pick from, but we are full strength. And what was he saying here? Oh yeah, about us gonna win. Yeah, well, hopefully we would have done. Oh dear, if you can't tell where this is going already, then yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm not looking forward to watching this again. I had to endure it once, and now I'm gonna have to sit here and talk over it one more time. That Belotti guy is actually quite good, as a striker. I didn't really think too much of him, but it turns out I should have probably paid more attention to the guy. I was sort of a bit more bothered about Ericsson and Dele Alli, but yeah, well. What do I say here? I wanted to say him to go and play for the fans. I think I went for in the end. I was struggling to find a good one though, so I had looked through a few different options there. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, while I'm doing it, I can say, oh, I'm looking at this, or I'm looking at that. And, retrospectively, not so easy. I should say that Mario Icardi, I believe, when I last looked, he was top goal scorer, so that's always nice. And anyway, here we go, underway. Tottenham kicking off from left to right, sporting their blue and white shirts with the blue shorts. And Arsenal in the red and white strip. Clicking from right to left. That White Hart Lane. Yeah, I ran out of things to say. So we actually got off to quite a good start. Icardi with quite a smart finish, a nice turn there on just inside the box. And I thought at the time Laurie should have done better. At this stage, I wanted to sort of go a bit more defensive. But as you can see by the time, I mean, this is literally 40, 50 seconds after Icardi scored. And then Tottenham came back and scored straight away. So I was like, oh, okay, well, then that's not worked out very well for me. We had a couple of free kicks in the game. Free kicks, again, very sort of hit and miss. I don't think that over the course of a season, a club would have so many direct free kicks in such good positions and not score them. But that's just me. I mean, obviously, I know that a club can go a whole season without scoring a 35-yarder like Czech did against Chelsea. But anyway, regardless, see, we started off actually okay looking at it. I mean, I know it's only 12 minutes in, but some of the passing was okay. It was, I don't know. I felt like a lot of the issues in this game were down to the wingers. I mean, that there is just horrendous defending. The fact that it's got all the way across to Son, and then he's obviously just tapped it across for a nice steady tap in there, which is fair enough. You know, I mean, such is life. This is what happens. And what was going on now? Okay, well, yeah, that was a bit wide, but. And unfortunately, you could just see that Tottenham were starting to grow into the game more and more. Obviously, they're 1-0 up, so I want to try and be a bit more attacking. That's a really weak opportunity, by the way, as well, from Sanchez. I don't think what happens there. Is Coquelin? No. Oh, yeah. At the time, when we were doing it live, I was quite nervous by the fact that Bellerin he was the last man, and he had it so far back, and I was worried what he was going to do with it. But in the end, he just played a really nice cross, which Icardi unfortunately just, whacks over. He's not known for his heading, but, he has scored a couple of headers since he's joined, so I don't know. I felt like that was a decent opportunity, at least to get it on target. Obviously, Mauro Icardi disagreed with me. One of the things I was concerned with is that we were giving the ball away far too much. I mean, it's things like that when you can always tell when we're having a bad game because we will hold on to the ball for too long without playing the simple pass. I've noticed this. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can say that about any club. I mean, I don't even know what happened there. I don't even know how that went in. But apparently Kyle Walker scored that. Any of the defenders, Czech could have saved that. I mean, at this stage, the game was pretty much gone. Unless, of course, we got a goal before half-time. Then, obviously, it would have been game on again. But it's just really disappointing that we concede such soft goals and such soft chances as well occasionally. And then we can't string 3 passes together. Or if that's what it feels like, anyway. Even though, obviously, my pass completion, I think, shows differently. So Tottenham should have gone 4-1 up there. They hit the post. It's actually really good play, to be fair. Tottenham made some really good attacking movements in this game, but it was really frustrating because it's Tottenham. You want to win. And one of the things that I did do, which I didn't actually mention in the video, that sort of impeded our chances was I picked, and I did a team talk before the match to say, to boost them up and to say, give them a bit of gearing up for the game. And unfortunately, I seemed to pick the wrong option. I was saying, we've done so well to be so close to winning the title. And they're like, no, winning the title is a realistic expectation. Whereas I'm trying to say, we've done so well to get here at this point. Now we just go on and win it. But, yeah, and, there you go. 4-1 before half-time. I think that we pretty much had fully capitulated by this point. Luckily, the second half was nowhere near as bad. What else to say? It was nowhere near as bad in terms of the goals we conceded, but it still wasn't great. At this point, I was just like, well, because I was at 3-1, I was thinking, I'll wait till half time because I don't really want to make any subs too early, and miss out on that advantage that you get from obviously bringing players on for the last half hour fresh. I mean, it's like, it's just so irritating here. I mean, we had some decent chances there to get a good shot on target and just rebounding off basically every player that it could rebound off of. And I likened it to obviously some of the situations we had earlier when my defenders seemingly couldn't block the ball at all. Like, for example, with Kyle Walker's goal, it just seemed to squirm in from nothing, really. But I suppose, there's a bit of luck to that on both sides. But it was not on our side, particularly in this game. I was getting a little bit frustrated in this game because I was feeling very frustrated. Obviously, I can look back now and be quite calm about it and composed, but yeah, I was not happy. At one point, I shouted at Czech, I think, or someone, one of the players. And I was thinking, that's a bit childish for the usual content that I put up. Did we make? I think we made a few more chances in no, we didn't make a few more chances. I don't even know. I blocked out my memory and I've got to relive it again. Yeah, it was a decent opportunity, but just weak defending again. I don't think if I'd have got Theo in the box, they would have been able to get a shot off. I think that Tottenham defence would have dealt with it a lot better. Dele Alli, for some reason, has a free header on goal. I think I was berating that at the time. And yeah, I mean, it didn't really make a difference bringing subs on, but you feel like you got to do something. And I think that's, part of it. Yeah, you might be losing 4-1, but, well, I mean, if nothing else, my thought at the time, even though I didn't mention it at the time, but my thought was, I at least want it to be some way respectable. Like, we need to get at least a goal, minimum at this stage when you 4-1 down. Because, a 4-2 or even a 4-3, even if we scored, the third goal in the last minute or whatever, it makes it look a heck of a lot more respectable than saying, you just got trounced 4-1 by Tottenham in the North London derby. Losing 3-0 to Manchester is one thing, but even just losing to Tottenham is bad enough. There's a decent effort there by Ramsey, actually. I didn't say anything about it at the time because I was too upset. But I can now look at it and say, yeah, it's a decent effort. Mustafi, that was poor. There's no other words for that. That was poor. For some reason, my voice has gone really croaky. I got some water, but maybe I'm getting a cold. Who knows? That'd be great. What are we on? 75th minute. So the second half is a lot less action-packed than the first, at least in terms of goal-scoring opportunities. Even the chances Tottenham made were nowhere near as potent. I think they, at this stage, probably took their foot off the pedal. I mean, they'd done all the hard work in the first half anyway. 3 goals to come back from would have been something impressive. It was a lovely cross by Theo, though. Obviously, he'd only really just come on, to be fair. And Icardi managed to put that one away when it didn't really matter. But he did get 2 goals in this game, and they were good finishes. So I can't blame him for that. He had that chance a little bit earlier on that he didn't do very well with, but I don't really know what to say about that, to be honest. It was not great. So, 4-2, loss to Tottenham. I hate losing to Tottenham, as you probably gather, being an Arsenal supporter myself. I was upset. I didn't even want to choose a... I did not even want to choose a option to tell the players how strongly I felt about how poorly they'd played, because it was just irritating to me. The only thing we seemed to win was the possession battle. So yeah, looking at the table, we are 9 points ahead. So it's lucky that the result doesn't really mean anything, because it's still up to us to do all the, to win the last few games, get over the line, win the title, and just seal it up. But yeah, regardless of whomever you're playing, whenever you're playing them, you want to beat Tottenham. That's it, just simple. So the form towards the end of the season has been poor compared to the start. I mean, because we only lost 1 game in the league before then, I think. And then all of a sudden it starts to collapse around us. But anyway, I'm not going to sit through the rest of this and talk about it, because I don't really have too much to say because I've done it retrospectively. But hope you've enjoyed the video, guys, and you just have to tune into the next couple, because this one broke my heart a little bit. But such is the nature of the beast. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all very soon. Goodbye.